Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, First Community Financial Bank. The community bank where you come first. Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm Jane Winnett, and our final guest today is the DuPage Symphony Orchestra. I'm going to introduce Jennifer Fair McGrath. She is the executive director and a cellist with the orchestra. I have Peter Winter right beside me. He's the board secretary and violin 2. And then I have Casey McGrath, and she is the concertmaster and violin number 1. So all instrumental, all musicians. Tell me a little bit, if you would, Jennifer, about the DuPage Symphony Orchestra.
The simplest way to explain what we do is that we are surrounding the community with music. We are here accessible to the community, providing symphonic concerts, education, outreach, and concerts for your family as well.
That's wonderful. Now, you have been around, you're coming off of a 60th anniversary year. That's a long time.
It is a very long time.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the orchestra.
Well, like you said, the orchestra's been in the Naperville area since 1954. We are made up of almost 100 volunteer musicians. Casey and Peter are both excellent examples of our musicians. They have day jobs. Peter is a physicist. Casey is a professor and music teacher of violin. So all of our musicians are bringing extensive backgrounds and different skills to us, and that is how we are doing the surrounding the community with music.
That's wonderful. Peter, tell me a little bit. You are in your 6th season on the campus of North Central College at Wentz Hall. Wonderful facility. Tell us a little bit about being in the Naperville community.
Yeah, it's really great. The Wentz Hall is fantastic for us, and it's a very good cultural center in the center of Naperville. And we really love this venue. It's a great hall. And that also is something that Naperville has to bring to the community. The people that come to these concerts, not only ours, they love it, and it's always an enormous feeling for the musicians to be there in front of 500 people. And the feedback we get from the community in this hall, in this new great concert hall, is marvelous. And so I think that's a really rich asset that the community out here in the suburbs has, and it attracts a lot of people.
Sure. I don't have to get and drive all the way to Chicago to get wonderful symphonic music,
That's
right? I can hear it right here in my own backyard, which is wonderful. And for you as a musician, that opportunity to play, tell us a little bit about that.
It's just enormous. It was actually one reason why I joined the DuPage Symphony, besides the fantastic music that we play. When I heard them in this hall for the first time, I was immediately drawn to it. And it's one of the reasons that you should come and listen to us, because you will be surprised how wonderful the sound is.
Oh, I have heard it. It's terrific. Jennifer, the DSO has some concerts coming up in Naperville very soon. Tell us a little bit about those.
Okay. They are on Sunday, December 14th, both 2 and 4 p.m. It is Christmas Round the World, family-friendly holiday concert. 3 different sleigh rides, including Caribbean sleigh ride, and a very special night before Christmas. There may be even a special holiday visitor who shows up.
Okay.
And, tickets are still available. They're going very quickly, but they can be purchased off our website. So.
That's terrific. And Casey, tell us a little bit about the youth, because you guys with the DSO, you do a lot of stuff to reach out to young people and get them involved. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I think something that will probably really strike audiences, as it did me, about both the whole orchestra and our music director, is how passionate everyone is about the music that we're playing, and really like the purpose behind all of the reasons we picked up instruments. And so we really like to kind of pass that torch on to young people. And so we've got things like the Young Artist auditions that happen in January, and that gives young musicians the opportunity to actually solo with an orchestra, which, coming from experience, is really, really an amazing thing to get to do. Yeah. So to actually get to play not only as a soloist, but in Wentz with such a great, huge orchestra, that's really something to get excited about. So that's one of those things. But then, we also actually have high school musicians that come in and play with the orchestra as well. They kind of act as like interns. Okay. So that also gives them an opportunity to play alongside some of our really wonderful musicians in the orchestra.
Really an opportunity to spark some passion there, right?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even with the younger students beyond the high school, we have the Tiny Great performances at the DuPage Children's Museum, our chamber music performances at the 95th Street Library, and our Brownies with Barbara open dress rehearsals.
So you're really taking the music out into the community.
Absolutely.
Because I think that's a big thing for young people, and oftentimes adults have never heard a symphonic orchestra. And so that opportunity to sort of see it at my local library, what a great opportunity,
And
right?
we really take it also out. In the summer, we play outside in the community in Naperville and in Wheaton. And we play at the Riverwalk Arts Fair. So we really go out there to bring this music also to the community, not only at the Wentz Hall, but all over the year we are there to spark the interest in classical music.
I think that's so terrific. I really do. I mean, I think it's nice when people come to the music, but as you said, when the music goes to the people, that's really terrific. You guys were named the 2013 Community Orchestra of the Year. That's a pretty big endorsement. Tell us a little bit, Jennifer, about what that meant to the orchestra.
That was an incredible honor that was bestowed upon us by the Illinois Council of Orchestras that is made up of 50 orchestras in the state of Illinois. So basically our peers chose us as the best community orchestra in the state. So it's a wonderful torch, and not only were we named it in 2013, we also received it in 2007. So we have that wonderful torch to carry forward.
That's tremendous. Well, I mean, I think anybody who has listened to you knows the value that you bring. I think it's so lovely that you have the volunteers who are getting to play out their passion and ignite passion in other people to pick up those instruments. Thank you guys for being with us today. We're going to be right back